and how to do the format, create data set from the format.
Okay, how to create user defined format, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then
and how to like how to find out if there is a like space in a variable, and how to find it to get the right output.
okay. See, Samima, we are running two sessions parallelly. Okay, so one session is like interview preparation session. That is for like those who have done base SAS and advanced SAS. Okay, and the other session is uh, like base SAS for beginners, right?
Okay.
So in the last session, one, base SAS for beginners. Okay, so in that what we have seen is the different type of different type of editor windows, right?
Yeah.
Then descriptor portion, data portion, right?
Are you talking about the last session, my session?
Yes, yes, yes. Last session.
Okay.
So descriptor portion, data portion, right? Then what is you have seen? Satish, any idea?
Yeah, data put stuff for address and descriptor.
Okay.
Attributes and nothing but length.
Okay. Then Satish,
Uh,
so we have seen like program editor, enhance editor, right?
yeah, program editor and yeah.
And then what we have seen like we have seen to how
Data,
like
data,
so in SAS we have only two type of step. One is data step, other is proc step,
software.
right? So different method, data step will process data. Data step process data. Divya, can you please mute because I think the voice is echoing from your side. Okay, fine. So everyone can see the screen, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Fine. Like with SAS, we are manipulating data, right? So SAS is a very powerful tool. It can access data from any data source. Like it can access data from SAS dataset. It can access data from raw files like TXT files, from Excel file, right? From Oracle, from okay. So SAS can access data from different kind of data source. Okay. To access the data, since we are dealing with SAS and advanced SAS, we have to write the program. So in SAS program, what we can have is we can have two type of steps. One is data step, other is proc. So in SAS, for every data, we have two portions. First is data, second is descriptor.
okay,
Descriptor portion, right? Then, if it is a data portion, again we will have, if we have data portion, then we will have what? Variables and observations.
observations.
So in variables, what we have? Again in variables, what we have?
Valuables what we
So we have one is character variable, second is numeric variable,
numeric.
Numeric.
right? So in SAS we have only two type of variable, character variable and number variable. We cannot have third type of variable like variable, right? Date, if you will see, it coming in 01JN 1960 or 1920, right? So it is combination of alphanumeric, but actually it is a numeric variable. So in SAS, if you want when to create character variable and when to create numeric variable, so very simple. If you want to do arithmetic manipulation, create that variable as a numeric. If you don't want to do arithmetic manipulation variable, we'll make that as a character. So observation of numeric variable can be number, then plus sign, then minus, then exponent, that is power, then dot, right? So if a variable, so observation of numeric variable can be 0 to 9 numbers, plus, minus, exponent and dot. Clear? So this is what we have in numeric variable. But observations of character variable can be 0 to 9 numbers, so it can be 0 to character variable can be 0 to 9 numbers, A to Z characters, any special character like plus, minus, dot, any special character. So observation of character variable is text. Text means in text we can have anything, characters, special characters, numbers. But observation of numeric variables can be only number 0 to 9, plus, minus, dot, exponent. Okay. So this is about data. Fine. Now you want to create a data. Okay, again we'll come about programs. In SAS, so we have two type of program. One is data, we have data step, and second is what? Proc step. So we have only two type of step in SAS. One is data step, other is proc step. Okay. So data step is used to do complex business logic. Proc step are designed to specific tasks. Okay. So we are done with what? Data. If we are dealing with SAS, means we are dealing with data. If we are dealing with data, we have to write the programs. So in data, we have data portion, descriptor portion. Again, inside data, we have variables and observations. Inside variables, what we have? Character variables and numeric variables. Okay? This is the overview.
Okay.
Data step is generally used to create a data set. Okay. So data step start with data statement, right? So creating a variable x and y and then run. So data step will always end with run statements. So data step must end with run statement. So every step is a sequence of statements, right? So this step is a sequence of statement. Every step end with semicolon, right? So data step must start with data keyword, end with run. Every statement must end with semicolon. Every statement. Fine. With data step, with yes. See, anyone, if any doubt, can, okay. If any can have, please ask. Okay, because you'll not understand the further concept. These are very basic things we are going through. Okay. Now, with the data, this is the data set. With creating this is the one. Data set name is one. Variable name is x. Variable name is y. So on what basis we are giving to the variable? We should follow some rule. Like we are following the rule to write a data step. Means data step is starting with data statement, ending with run statement. Likewise, to create a data set, we should follow some rule to name the data set. On what basis we have given the name of the data set? On what basis we have given the variables? Observations are, if they are not in quotes, if it is a number not in quotes, means it is a variable. If the values are in quotes, means creating as a character variable. Okay? So we'll see the naming convention of a data set name and variable name. For data set name, data set name. Data set name must start with Satish, letter,
Character
or letter or underscore.
underscore.
It can start with, yes, it can start with any letter from A to Z, or it can start with underscore. If we try to create any letter starting with number, it will give error.
Error.
Fine. So what will do? What will give? It is giving error, right? This is what kind of error it is? It is a what kind of error it is?
Syntax error.
Yes, because we are not following the naming convention. Give a name to a data set. So naming convention, it must start with either letter or underscore, and it can end with or subsequent characters, means other characters. This is start. In middle till end. It can be letter, underscore, and number. Right? So after first letter, the subsequent characters can be either letter, number, or underscore. Like you can create a data set name O19, because it is following the naming convention, starting with O, subsequent are letter, underscore, letter, character, and numbers only. If we try to make anything, if we try to include any special character, means we are not following the naming convention of data set name. Okay, fine. Maximum number of letter beside the name is 1 to 32. Number of letters, yes, no, 1 to 32. Maximum number of letters in data set is what? 1 to 32.
Length of the data set name.
The length maximum. So maximum, you can see maximum number of letters in a data set name can be from 1 till 32. If we'll try to create data set having name more than 32 like that, then what it will do? It will tell like we have error. Yes.
Yeah.
So what is it telling? The data set name cannot have more than 32 characters. Clear? Naming convention of a data set name, right? Data set name must start with either letter or underscore. Subsequent can be letter, underscore, and number. Maximum number of letter can be 32. 1 to 32. Right? Now we'll come to variable name. Variable name. It will have the same naming convention as a data set.
Yeah, same data set.
Yes. So variable name must start with either letter, underscore. Subsequent letter can in the variable name can be letter, underscore, and number. Maximum length is 1. Maximum length is 32. Clear?
Yeah,
Any doubt to anyone? Divya, any doubt? Oh, fine. Samima, any doubt?
No doubt.
No doubt.
Oh. Samima, you there? So any doubt?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
No,
Now,
so far.
we have two variables in SAS. One can be one is character, other is numeric. So observation of character variable can be anything. But for observation of numeric variable, only number. Maximum length. Maximum length for the observation of character variable. Minimum is what? 1. Maximum is 32767 bytes. So 1 byte equal to 1 character. So suppose you have given a length of 8 bytes, suppose 3 bytes. So maximum number of letter it can hold is 3. If you try to give more number of letters than 3, will truncate. Suppose you will give, this is Excel, I will do it in SAS also. So we will try to give ASDF. So max letter number of letter is 4. So what will happen? F will be truncated, so it can read only AST. Right? This is for character variable. Now numeric variable minimum is 3, maximum is 8 byte for Windows, for Windows and mainframe that OS. So minimum is what? Minimum is 3 and maximum is, just taking it in a, so minimum is 3 or 0 and maximum is what?
8.
Maximum is 8. Fine. That is for Windows and main.
Yep.
For Unix it is 2 bits till 8 bits for Unix. Fine. Now within 3 byte of storage, within 8 byte of minimum is what? Minimum length for numeric variable is 3 byte, maximum 8. So within 8 byte it can save 16 to 17 digits. Within 8 byte of storage, numeric variables can have maximum into 17 digits. So when it is 16, when it is 17. So when the value contain decimal, it can have 16 digit. When the value does not contain decimal, it can have 17 digit. Okay. Fine. So minimum is 3, maximum is 8. For Windows and mainframe, for Unix is 2 bytes. Because due to its encoding and decoding technique. Okay. Fine. So what we are doing is, this X is a variable which we are creating. Y is the variable we are creating. 1 is the data set which we are creating. So in data statement we will write the data set name. Whatever manipulation we want to do, we will write between data and run. Okay. Fine. So to print the data, we will use prompt print data equal to 1 and run. This is what in SAS we have step. One is data step, one is proc step. So we are creating a data set by 1, data set name 1, and you want to see the output. By default, data step will not give the printed output. So if we execute it, you can see this data set 1. Variable name is X, Y, value is 1, 2, 3, value is AB. So what we are hard coding the values. But in real world, this is example, simple example. We are creating a data set. But in real world, if you are working as an analyst or a consultant or a programmer, your data, you are going to fetch the data from either raw files or SAS data set or the Excel file or Teradata or Oracle. So depending upon the type of data source providing. Okay. So by default, so we have libraries here. So whenever we'll start our SAS, if you are working on SAS 9.2, this minimum this 4 libraries: maps, SAS help, SAS and work. So anything inside work library will be temporary because right click, see the properties. If the properties you can see it is occupying a temporary space. Okay, SAS temporary space. So you can go for run %10%, then what is the path? SAS temporary files. So data set 1 it is created here. Fine. So when we will close our SAS, any file present in this location, temporary location, will be deleted. Any file present in this temporary location will be deleted. Right? So if you create any data set, by default create data set in the work library. Means in the next SAS session, if you will copy the program and again if you close it, so your data in the work library is deleted. Fine.
Okay.
Means the data is not available in the next SAS session. Fine. So we have seen by using data step, we are creating a data set. By using proc step, we are printing or we are doing some specific task. Okay. Now what we have is, we have some SAS data set. So in this class, we are going to learn how to read a SAS data set. Okay. Temporary library and permanent library. So my data set is present in this location. This marks, this is a catalog, right? SAS program. We have any data session 5. So Samima, what is the extension of dataset? What is the extension of a SAS dataset? Yes.
It's dot SAS, I guess.
So it is dot SAS 7 BDAT dot SAS 7 binary dat file. If you create a data set, SAS dataset, its extension will be dot SAS 7 BDAT. If you save a SAS program, its extension will be dot SAS. So before dot, you will have the name of the program, whatever name you are giving to the program. Before dot SAS 7 BDAT, we have the data set name. So this is the extension of a SAS data set name. This is extension program. Okay. Now, so we have what we have. We have a folder in that. Suppose we'll copy this to data and paste it. We'll paste it here. So you can see this country is what you can see SAS 7 BDAT means this is a SAS data set. For it is, you can see the extension .SAS 7 BDAT. Okay, and this is your program, right? Right click, properties, the extension is what? .ls. Fine. Now you have a country data set that is present on the hard disk. Okay, so your data can be present on the hard disk or it can be present on the server. Okay, depending upon the system available. So most of the time the data will be present on the server. So you'll have shared path so that you can access data from any part of the world. Only one thing you need is virtual machine, remote. Okay, now your data is present in this location. We want to read this data set. Fine. So what we'll do? SAS does not know where your data is present, right? SAS does not know where data is present. So you have to tell SAS, go to this place, access this data. Okay, and this other libraries, these are like SAS inbuilt libraries. If you see the path of these libraries, it will not take you to the work library. It will take you to the C drive, the place where SAS is installed. From there it is fetching the data. So this path is permanent. The values, the data inside this map folder is permanent, right? That's why these libraries are permanent. They're SAS libraries. So anything we have in work library is temporary. Now your data is present on the hard disk. So we have to tell SAS, go to this place and access this data. For that, we'll create another library. Libname, syntax, libname, librave. Then we have to give the path. Then we can also give some options depending upon the requirement. And each statement, it ends with semicolon. Okay. Now, for again libref, we have to follow the rule to give the name to the libref. Okay. So for libref, the rule is very simple. Again, it must start with the same thing. Sorry. We don't have any. It's taking date only. What format? Who is good in Excel? Okay, use the text. Fine. Good, good. So we'll use. Fine. No, it is working. Okay. So here the length you can see is 232. Fine. But for LibRef, that is 1 to 8. So maximum number of letter in a LibRef is 1 to 8. So this is the rule which you have to follow to give the name to a library. Okay, it must start with letter underscore, subsequent can be letter underscore and number, but it can have maximum number of 8 letter inside that name. So we'll give some name, we'll give here test, and here what you have to give the path. Yes, from where SAS is accessing the data. Okay. Now what SAS will do? SAS will go to this place and it will refer this place by this name. That's why it is known as the library libref. So if we execute this, a test reference is created. Right click, properties. You can see that it is taking SAS to this folder. Okay. Now inside this folder you have now the data set in the location. So we have data set country and 3. So this image is for SAS. So if you have a SAS data set, look like this. We have country, we have 3. Fine. So to access a data set, hard disk or from the server, first you have to give the libref that holds the path. Inside libref, we have to tell SAS that go to this location. Right. And then we'll print it. So his voice is going. Yes, Divya. Please, what is your question?
How did we get these data sets into the test?
Yes. Yeah, these data sets are already present.
Rohit?
Okay, in these data sets are already present in that location. Okay, we'll also see how to create the data set. Okay, how to create a SAS data set.
Okay.
Fine. Okay, so we want to see what is inside this data set country. So we'll write here proc print. Which data you want to print? Country. From which library it is coming? It is coming from test library. So proc print is a statement. It must end with semicolon, and a proc is a step. It must end with run statement. So in this step we have only 2 statements, proc statement and this is run statement. We'll execute this, we'll get the output. Fine. Now same, so a single proc print only one data set. Okay. Now we want to print for data set 3. Want to see data set 3. 3 test. Okay, we have 3 here. So in data set 3 we have 3 variables: salary, gender and age. Okay. So from data set 3, suppose in this case we have 3 variables and 2 observations. So from data set test, we want to create a new data set. In that we want to create a bonus that is equal to 10 of salary. Okay, so we need to create a data set, right? So what we'll do, we'll use data step. So now where you want to create the data set? If you want to create the data set in the same location, you have to refer it by test dot Suppose you're writing 1 here. Now, which data set you want to read? You want to read data set 3. So to read a SAS data set, we have a set statement. Set means set the data, read the data. Data means create the data. Okay. Set, we are reading data set 3. From which location it is coming? From test library it is coming. So we'll write here test dot 3. Likewise, we can have n number of libraries here. Okay, and in a particular library we can have n number of data sets. It depends upon the available system space. So in every system, if it's computer, we have two type of memories. One is temporary memory, other one is RAM memory, another is a hard disk, right? So whenever we start our SAS will occupy some memory from the RAM. That memory it will use for processing purpose. Okay, if you want to keep the data set permanently, means you have to create it on a hard disk. So we're giving a path, fine, to this particular folder in the hard disk. Now step is complete. So if you noticed, so every data set name is referred by library name and data set name. libref dot data set name. If you not write any libref, by default it will go to work library. If you are giving name to it, it will go to test library. Now it get in the test library. Means even if you close our data SAS, your data will be present in the we have given path till this lesson, right? So data set, it will be created in data set in this location, test library. Test library nothing but it is giving path to this place. Okay, so data set 1 is created. You can see SAS 7 BDAT, SAS 7 binary dat file. So as we are working on SAS 9, 9.2, 9.3, 9.4 like that, but SAS got started with version 6. So after version 6, I don't know why, after version 7, why I don't know why they have not updated 7 to 8 or 7 to 9 or 7 to some other thing. They are still like sticking with SAS 7 binary dat file. Okay, so there are two controversial things about SAS. Okay, one controversial thing is what the default SAS date is 1960. Okay, second controversial thing is what I told you. Okay, they have not upgraded the naming convention from SAS 7 to 8, 8 to 9 like that. And why they have made the default SAS date as birth date of SAS as 1960. Okay, if you'll go through Google or Wikipedia, we'll come to know different answers. Okay, but James Goodnight might be knowing this, or Anthony Jabbar, who developed this SAS, or who like created a like initial stage of SAS. So SAS was initially designed by Anthony Jabbar. James Goodnight came and he did major function, and as of now he is known as father of SAS. Okay, fine. So we need to create a new variable bonus, that is salary we already have, result salary we already have, that is 10% of salary, 0.10. So this is known as assignment statement. In assignment statement, equal to is must. This equal sign must be present in the statement, and it is a statement, so it must end with a semicolon. Okay, so we'll execute it. Now we have 4 variables. So by default data type will not give the printed output. So what we'll do, we'll print it, and we're creating the data set in the work library. So when we close our SAS, it will be deleted. Now we have bonus, that is 10% of salary. So this is what simple assignment statement. So if you want to read a SAS data set, we have to tell SAS go to this location and read the data. For that, what we'll use? We'll use first, we'll give path by using libnym statement. Wherever SAS will encounter this libref, it will go to this location. So each and every time you don't have to mention this path. Hello? Yes, Amima?
Yeah.
Yeah, any doubt?
No.
I think you must be knowing all these things, right?
Yeah, almost.
Almost, okay. Fine. So, okay, that is good.
Because I can recall these things now.
Okay, you are able to call these things. That is good. At
Yeah.
least in some way it is helping you. Fine.
Yeah.
So this is what? This is the use of proc print. So with a single data step, we can create n number of data set. Okay. So in data statement we can mention the n number of data set. So it can create multiple data set, n number of data set in a single data step. Now who is going to decide this n? So n will be decided according to the available space. So if you have a movies folder, space is about 20 GB and you're trying to load like 2 movies having 15 GB each, what will happen? It will not allow it. Same logic is here. So data is nothing but a collection of information in the form of bits and bytes. So it depends upon the available space. Fine. So to read a SAS data set, you'll use set statement. To create a set, you'll use data statement. This is what assignment statement. In assignment statement, okay, we have operands and operator. This is what? Satish, what is this? Bonus. It is operand or operator? Bonus is operand or it is operator? Operator. So bonus, salary, these things are, bonus salary, these are operands. Okay?
Okay.
Yes. So an assignment statement. Yes. Any doubt to anyone? So we have
No.
operands and we have operator. Operands can be variable name, value. Value in the sense means value means constant. So we have two type of constant, character constant and numeric constant. Okay, so operands are made up of the variable name. Yes, Amima. Yes, Amima, please go ahead.
Yeah.
So you asking something?
No, I don't have any question.
Okay. So operands, operators, constant. So operands include variable name and value. Again, value of two type, character constant and numeric constant. In operator, so Satish, how many type of operator we have in SAS?
Operator. No.
Samima, how many type of operator we have in SAS?
I have no idea.
Let's see.
Okay, fine. So we have arithmetic operator,
Logical operator.
logical operator, then combination operator, then special where operator.
Refactor.
Special where operator which you can use with only where statement. Fine. Arithmetic operator, it can be minus, plus, divide, multiply, right? So these are arithmetic operator. In logical operator we can have and. This is the problem. With logical operator, what we can have? We can have and,
Or
and not, right?
not.
And or not. Comparison operator, less than,
No.
comparison operator,
Greater than.
less than equal to,
Less than.
greater than equal to,
Greater than.
equal to. So these are comparison operator. Okay. Then a special where operator. These are less than equal to, greater than. We can also write like GE instead of less than equal to. We can write LE. Less than equal to. GE means greater than equal to. EQ means equal to. Yes. EQ means equal to. So these are all comparison operator.
Okay.
The special where operator is null, is missing, contains, like, then that is between and, then in operator. So these are all special where operator. Okay.
Yeah.
So as we can have 4 type of operator: logical, comparison, arithmetic, and special where operator. Yes, special where operator we can use only with where statement. Okay, fine. To save, just go to save, file, and yeah, hello. If anyone has any doubt, please ask. Yes, Amima, you're telling something?
No.
Hello? Okay, fine. I think some
No.
voice is coming from your side. No problem. Okay, fine.
My side?
No issues. Okay, so now we'll see another thing. How to create a data set by using data lines. Okay, because in the initial stage you will be creating data set by yourself. Okay, so it is better to always, like if you are a learner, it is always better to create a data set according to your thinking, according to your imagination, so that you can understand the data in a better way and you can invoke enough SAS logics. Okay, if you're working in a company, if you have good domain knowledge is good, then you can manipulate the things in multiple ways. But if you're not able to understand your data, it's very difficult to manipulate things. Okay, so always to create a data set according to your imagination, according to your thinking. So you must be knowing the data, the in and out of your data, so that you can invoke the SAS concepts on it for learning. Okay, so for creating a data set, we are using a step, that is fine. Right, so we'll create a SAS for learners 1.2. So what will happen if you write 1.2? This is following the naming convention. I am trying to create a data set name having this name. It is not following the naming convention, right? Because we have dot. Yes. But data set name cannot have dot special character. It can have one little character, that is underscore.
Underscore.
Yes. Okay. Now we'll write file data lines. So infile data lines means what? Take the file from data lines. Okay, so where is data lines? So we will find our data lines. Okay, data means lines of data, data lines. That's why its name is given as data lines. Okay, in your data what you want, what are the variable names we need. Okay, so first suppose we need name. We want name to make as a character. So after name variable, after variable name, first you have to check this is following the naming convention or not. Yes, it is following the naming convention. It is not more than 32 characters and it is less than equal to 32 characters and starting with label underscore, and it cannot have it does not have any special character. Okay, so it is following the naming convention, that is fine. Now we'll create another variable like age. We want to make as a age as a numeric variable. Then we will create a variable salary. Then we can define gender. Again, gender can have value male or female, means it is going to hold character values. So we will define this gender as a character variable. So we have defined the variables, we have defined the data set. Now what you need is the values. So for the values only we have defined the data. Okay. Now we will define the data below this data lines. Data lines is the last statement of data step before run. Okay. So we'll create John, age 21, salary suppose 50,000, gender is male. Then we're getting Rosie, 22, 6,000, female. 34, 20,000 and female. So 45, 800 and male. We'll create Obama also. 56. How much salary you want to give to Obama? $9,000? $9,000? Okay, we'll make it. Fine. Now we have defined the lines of data. So you can see this is a record. This is first record. This is second record. This is third record, fourth record, and fifth record. So we have 5 records in this data. We have to define the record. So in this record, this is the first field, this is the second field, third field, and fourth field. So we have 5 records. Each record has 4 fields. The fields are separately blank. So we have to define the fields according to the order of the name, variable names. If name is the first variable in the input statement, we define first field as a for name variable. Age, second field will go for age variable. Third will go for salary. Fourth will go for gender. Okay. We have created. Now we are printing it. So SFB12 is the dataset name. We are printing it. So to run a SAS dataset, we have this icon, this running man, or shortcut is what? F3. Press F3, it like so, it will give the output. What is this program? Okay, first we should SFB here. Okay, F3. So in your system, when open, if you're opening your SAS, press F9. Okay, press F9. So what when you'll have the shortcut key names. So F3 is what? Submit. Okay, F2 reshow, F4 recall, write program, log, output. F5 is program means editor window. F6 is will go for F6, it will go to window. F5 editor window, F7 output window. Fine, these are shortcut keys. So for F12 I have assigned clear log, clear output. Means whenever you press F12, log and output will automatically clear. Fine. Close. So to execute program, we have shortcut key F3. You can see the variable names are okay. So the values are coming. Now in this data, you don't want this salary. Suppose you want to send this data. We are in India. We want to send this to Assam. So you want to see this salary variable dollar. Okay. So what we'll do? We'll change the value of the salary variable. So we'll use, so in Excel, as the bold, change the format to text. Right click, change the format to text, right? So these different kind of formats: number format, currency format, accounting, date, time. We have different kind of formats, right? So in SAS we have different type of formats. Okay, to define a format, so again in SAS what we have help file. So everything is documented, all and information about data statement, in file, input, data lines, run, proc, everything is present inside this help file. Okay, let it open. So Satish,
Hello.
okay, so you guys are not able to hear my voice clearly. Samima Divya, are okay? Divya, can you hear? Okay, fine. So this it, Satish. Yeah, Divya.
Hello.
Yes, Satish.
It's clear.
Okay. So if it is not clear, okay, just ping me. Okay, you can just put a message in the chat box. Fine. So go to help. We have opened the help file. So to open help file, we'll click either this icon, go to SAS help and documentation, or press F9.
F1.
So F1 is what? Help. This is shortcut key
Help.
assigned for help. Right.
Okay.
Fine. So in this case, we'll go for base SAS, then okay. Base SAS concepts or dictionary. So are you telling anything? Okay. So Satish, where is this format, man? I want to see, go to format by category.
Yeah, it's gone now. Hello.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what we have, we can browse like this to our help file. Okay. So we can go inside SAS products, base SAS, inside that dictionary of language elements, inside that the format. So these are all formats. So there is no any like constant inside the format. Okay. So I'll tell you how to use it. We'll go for format by category. So these are all character formats. These are all date time formats. Then ISO standard format. These are for numeric format. So they're all system defined format. Okay. So search for what we need to do is we have to say salary in dollar format, right? So we search for the dollar. Control F. So you can see this is what the dollar format. Dollar WD. Okay. So if you go for dollar $W click, so you can see how it works, right? Numeric value with a leading dollar sign, a comma that separate every 3 digits, and a period that separate the decimal fractions. Okay, this is a property of dollar format. Again, syntax is what? Dollar W dot E. How many decimals you want? D represents means in numbers how much we need. Means entire width. So we'll come to our prompt. We'll write format. On which variable you want to assign? Salary and dollar. Now total width is what? 1, 2. So we'll go for maximum 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if we'll go 6, in 6 how many? So we'll have 1 comma here, then become 7, $1, it will become 8. So if we'll put here 8. Okay, so what it will do? Now it is putting it in a dollar format.
Okay.
Okay. If we want to have decimals, we want decimals. Total bits should be now 10. Including decimals, we have to add. Out of 10, we need 2 decimals. So this is the concept of format. But here what is happening? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Means for this value, this comma is not separated. Means we need more bit for this. So here 12 dot. So bit should be more. It means don't less. Now this comma is also coming. Fine. So this is how we'll use format. Fine. So format. Definition of format is format changes appearance of observations. The value is still 50,000, 60,000, 70,000, 800 max. But it is just changing the observations. So in the end I ask like what format? So format is used to change the appearance of observations. Okay. Now we'll change the appearance of variable names. That will do by using label option. We can also assign label to variable name. Okay. So Satish, I think you have applied label to variable names, right? Satish?
Hello?
Yeah, Satish, you have applied label to variable name? Satish?
Yeah, I applied.
So how to apply label to a data set?
In the inverted commas.
Sorry?
Label statement, by using label statement.
I am asking about how to assign label to a data set. I'm not asking how to assign label to a variable name. We have this data set. I want to assign label to this data set. Okay, so in the next class, please give the answer.
Okay, yeah.
Fine. So label, what it will do? Label changes the appearance of variable name. So if you execute this program, it is showing the variable name, but instead of name, it should give employee name. So what we'll do? Proc print will use label option. Okay. Instead of name, it will give employee name. So variable is what? If you not use label option, variable name is what? Still name, right? But with label, we are just changing the appearance. At the back end, it is still saved as a name only. So generally assigning the label according to the client requirement. Okay. Suppose you want so for 21 we are giving age. So we want like instead of age, he want like a current age. Okay. So he want current space age, and we know that we cannot have any special character apart from underscore in the variable name, right? So this is what we cannot make a variable having names. What we'll do, we'll just change the appearance of variable name. So we can write age in a same label statement. Label statement is ending here. So in the same label statement, we'll write age equal to employee. It should be in quotes. So maximum number of labels, maximum number of letters inside quote will be how much? Satish? What is the maximum number of letters we can assign to a label? We can put in a label. So maximum number of label. So inside label, that is wrong. It is what? 256 letters. 256. So maximum number of letters inside this is 256. Now we have given a label as employee current name. We'll execute this. No, it is showing as employee current age. So inside label we can have anything. We can have any special character. We can have any number, anything. Fine. So this is a what? Label is an option, and this label is a statement. So don't get confused. Label option is using in proc print to print the data, print the labels. If you not use label option in proc print, what will happen? it will give the variable name, because sometimes we need to see the variable names, actual variable names. So every time if you show the label, it is not good, because we cannot do manipulation. Some to add 1 year in each employee's age. Okay, so we cannot write employee current age equal to employee current age plus 1. We cannot use label. We are doing medicine. It is for our convenience. With what name you want to see the variable name. Actual label can also be used to hide the variable names. Okay. So this is other interview question. So what they have told in this work library, the interviewer opened the data and he asked which is variable name, which is label. So simple logic is what? If it contains any special character apart from underscore, means it is a label.
Yeah.
If it does not contain any special, yes, if it does not contain any special character, it can be both variable name and label. But simple logic is if it contains special character, then definitely have to tell like this is a label. Again, for character variable, left align towards cell, numeric variable, right align towards cell. This is again a numeric variable, right align, character variable, left align towards cell. Fine?
Yeah.
Everyone is same page? Anyone has a doubt? Okay. So anyone has any doubt? Samima? Good, good. Means all are like in my everyone is good. Fine. So what we have seen in today's class? Divya, can you explain what we have seen in today's class?
Yeah, about the different types of characters, form, operators, how to use data lines, how to read the data lines, assigning a format
Okay.
for dollar formatting and labeling.
Okay.
Labeling to the variable names and library creation.
Okay. Fine. So we have some questions, okay, which we have given the next class. Okay. So first question is how to create labels and formats for them. To create labels and format permanently, and when labels and formats, okay, so this might be knowing this. How to create label and formats permanently,
How to create
labels and formats and formats will temp. And when labels and formats,
Hello?
yes, and when labels and formats will temporary.
Okay. Temporal and permanently.
Yes, fine. Then what is data lines for?
What is data line?
For what is the use of data lines for? Yes, I pinged. What is the use of data lines?
Yeah.
You have to use, you have to write a program by using this date9 format, mmddyy format. Okay, so first question was how to create tables and format permanently, and when labels and formats will be created temporarily. Okay, so you have to use this formats date9 dot.
Okay.
So you have to go to help file and search for this one. Tell me what the format name, man. Satish.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, tell some format name. Type some format name. So I think Samima and Divya, you might be the format name. These are common formats. Yes. So make a note of the format name. Try to write a program by using these formats. So create a data set by using data lines, create a variables, and apply this. Okay. Then and if you are able to write it, please send a mail. Attach the file, attach the SAS program, Control S, save the program, and send a mail to me. Okay. Now
You wrote?
I will ask question from any format. I will ask you to write a program using this format. Okay, must be knowing these formats.
Okay.
Okay, just go through these formats. If a simple program, solutions like that, you apply these formats. Fine. Okay. Doubt in this session? In this class, you have any doubt? Or any question?
No.
Yes, EuroX is a format. It is a format name. The way I told you, like go to help file, browse by format, format by category. Okay, browse the format, go see what the use of EuroX. They will have some examples also. Okay, use it and send a program. Say mail me a program used. In which that program you have to use the EuroX format. So any doubt regarding SAS or anything? No one doubt. Okay, Divya, just can you give a brief introduction?
Yeah, when is the next class?
It will be tomorrow.
Hello?
That is for sure. Yeah, tomorrow.
Okay. Okay.
Something around.
So,
Samia, what is the one second? Samia, what is the current time?
It's 2:47 noon.
Okay, so
Like
if it is like 9 p.m. in time, so are you able to the session?
9. Like India time?
Yes.
Yeah, then it will be maybe 10:30 or 11:30 at my time.
Okay, so
Which is fine, I think.
so Divya, for you it is convenient.
yeah, it was okay for me. I am in California time, so right now my time is 11:50, so I'm okay anytime.
Okay, good. That is fine. Okay, so generally we have something around 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. Indian ST, and I'm between 9 to 10:30 or 11 o'clock of class. Okay, or it can be one day prior off. Fine.
Can you send an email little earlier?
Yes, I can send if I'll like. Okay, I will do that. Fine. And what I was telling. So how was the session, Divya?
Yeah, it was good.
Are you able to
I
understand the
did my
thing?
masters in biostatistics. Yeah,
Okay.
I did my masters in biostatistics, so I know SAS, but not this much briefly. In class, they told lightly, so I don't know this much briefly.
Okay, fine. And Samima?
Yeah.
As I told you earlier that I use these things in doing my assignments, but I don't know so much in depth. It's just I know how to use these statements and functions. So it is really good for me to know the in depth of this the use of these functions and the statements.
Okay, fine. Then I think I'm doing good. Right. Okay, fine. Satish, for you, I think you must be knowing these things, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so today what you learned extra?
Uh, Italian. For the
Nothing, right? Yes.
Actually, I
So
know.
that's why I asked you. So I will have some questions for you. First question which I gave you, so anyone can write. So everyone can. First question which I gave to Satish is how to label of a dataset name.
Okay.
Okay. Change the label of a dataset name.
Okay. That,
Second question is, we have dataset in multiple libraries. Okay, suppose for D from accessing some data from D drive, some data from E drive, some F drive. Okay, so every time what I do is every time I have to change the libref. Okay. Okay. So what you have? So what you have? You are accessing the set from the D library. We're giving a libref test. Some data from E library giving name test1. Some data from C library giving name test2. So if you want to fetch data set from a location C drive, you have to write test2.dataset name. Okay. Now what I need is I want to concatenate all this path and I want to create only one library path. Means in short we can tell that we want to concatenate these three libraries so that every time we don't have to change the libref. A single libref I want to access the data from all these three locations. Okay, so instead of defining different library for different locations, we concatenate library. So everyone it is clear? What is the question?
okay.
Yes, for everyone it is clear. What is the question?
Yeah.
Some,
We have multiple libraries.
yes.
Hello?
Yes, we have
We
multiple
have multiple
libraries.
libraries.
And we want to
create only one library with
only one library to access data set from all these locations.
okay.
Samima, any doubt? Divya? Everyone is able to understand the question? Samima and Tibya?
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah,
Samima,
so
please.
if I understand the question correctly, it is that you, from different library, we want to create one single path to connect all these libraries.
Single library. Path will be different. It will be for D drive, E drive, C drive.
Okay.
Okay, path is different. I just want to refer all this path with a single libref, single library name.
Okay. And
So, they were able to understand. Fine. So, we'll wrap up the session as of now. Okay, so we'll meet up tomorrow. And I will upload this video on YouTube and share on Facebook and LinkedIn. Okay. Any doubt?
Okay.
Fine.
Yeah.
no.
Okay.